saw this video. Our friends from The Ramsey Show, I think Rachel Cruz was filling in for Dave, and they played this video and reacted to it. So I wanted to also play it because it startled me, and I've shown it to a bunch of people now. You haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
And it truly startled me. It was originally like this TikTok trend. We're going to watch it, and then you and I will react. Professor Sean, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Hey, sir, what is your car payment?
Mine is $1,325.
And what kind of vehicle is that?
It's a 22 Ford Raptor.
Okay. You have another payment?
I do, actually. My wife's, hers is $1,000. It's a 22 Ford Expedition.
Perfect. Hey, ma'am, what is your car payment?
$1,386.
And what kind of car requires a $1,386 payment?
A 2022 Grand Wagoneer Series 3.
Perfect. Hey, sir, what is your car payment?
I got a couple of them, but the first one's $1,445.
What kind of car is that?
That's a new GMC Sierra 2500 Denali.
What's the other one?
It's a wide body CTSV. That's $1,161.
Nice payment. Hey, sir, what is your car payment?
Bro, what's your car payment? And what kind of car are you driving?
You know, honestly, I was about to make my car payment. I'll even show you. It's kind of funny. Everybody's talking about high payments. Look at that number right there. That's my car payment.
Dang!
2021 wide-body Hellcat Charger.
Ryan, we have to talk about this.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Whenever you need something, it begins to control you.
Mm-hmm.
And when I need that new car, now all of a sudden it controls me in various ways. My job, I'm now tethered to in order to pay for the car to take me to the job so I can pay for the car that takes me to the job.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how we tell ourselves, well, at least I'll enjoy my ride to work. And that's how we justify it. I'm going to buy this really nice, that's how I did it, at least. I want to buy this really nice ride so I can at least enjoy the car time that I spent. And the more promotions I got in that company, the more I had to be on the road. So I could just justify it even more.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but it is a weird little cycle when you lay it out how you just did.
When I had a luxury car back in the Audis, I had several, a couple Lexuses, a Land Rover. None of the payments were nearly as high as these.
Yeah, I was shocked. Over $1,000 is crazy.
And so in the one guy in the red shirt, he was spending $2,500 a month on two separate cars.
That's rent. That's a really big house mortgage, in the Midwest. That's crazy.
And so you have to also couple that with all the gas that goes into those vehicles, the insurance payments, the gap insurance, the interest rate, et cetera, et cetera. There's so much money we're spending on these things that then become a prison. Now, I'm sure all of their cars are nicer than my 9 or 10-year-old Toyota, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet, you know what is nicer than all of that? The freedom that I don't have a single car payment. I don't have to worry about constantly going to a job to pay for the car to take me to the job. And so this isn't a judgment of these people. This is a judgment of a system that is fundamentally broken. If I have a car payment, it means I couldn't afford the car in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
However, I could have afforded a beater. I could have driven a $500 car, a $1,000 car, a $2,000 car. I could have saved up for it at some point and then gotten the car that will take me to work. And then I can upgrade from there if I so choose. But needing the upgrade, now I'm in the control of the financiers, of the car dealership, of the salesperson. They control my life. The car controls my life. The debt controls my life. And it's overwhelming. Professor Sean.
This TikTok was by a car dealership. What do you think they were trying to achieve?
Yeah, I'd love to know the purpose of this.
I can tell you exactly what they're trying to achieve. Look, everyday normal people, this is just normal.
Right.
$1,300, $1,400 for a car payment. Look, it's normal now. So come on down to Jim Bob's Chevrolet or whatever they're driving.
Yeah.
And now you can be normal too. You can, and by the way, these weren't even impressive cars. It wasn't like it was a Lamborghini.
Right.
Not that that would impress me at all.
I mean, the Hellcat's pretty cool, but still.
I don't even know what that is. Is that a tractor?
It's,
Suffice it to say, I'm unimpressed.
let's just say it is a tractor. It's a muscle car, basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, there's something to TikTok, Danny. You can figure it out.
No, that's unbelievable that like it's normalized, and is what they're trying to do. They're trying to normalize over $1,000 a month car payment.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I wanted to buy a Lexus. I forget what that's how awesome
GS,
it was. Yeah, I
something
forget.
like that.
Yeah, one of their like special models makes. And when I went to the dealership, the payment was $600 a month, and I just wasn't willing to do it. And yeah, I couldn't imagine saying yes to $1,000 a month car payment. Well, the best thing you can do when it comes to your car, pay cash. Because here's the thing, is that it makes you save over a period of time. So Mariah and I, we had the 2004 Toyota Corolla, which by the way, when I got that, it was right when I got laid off from work and I had to get rid of my car payment because I was like, now I don't have an income. So, I'm going to get rid of as much debt as possible. So I sold my car, got rid of that car payment. And I'll tell you, like that 2004 Toyota Corolla, like I enjoyed that way more than the fancy car I had because of the freedom of not having to pay a monthly car payment. And man, we went on tour in that thing and it was great.
We went on a bunch of tours in that thing.
We went on a bunch of tours in that thing. And so, getting back to paying cash for your car, you got to save up. So you got to get a little bit of discipline. But the thing is when you save up $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, Mariah and I had saved up over, 5, 6, 7, 8 years to get the car that we have now. And it's painful to drop that much cash. And what that does though, is it prevented me from, trying to get a nicer, better car. I always talk about the Tesla. And I remember like at a certain point I went to you, I'm like, I'm just going to do it, man. I'm going to dump all my stocks and I'm just going to like pay cash for the Tesla. And you're like, really? You want to spend that much on a car?
Yeah.
And, thank God I've got you to talk some sense into me sometimes, whether I listen or not. But
it wasn't, you shouldn't do that.
Right.
It was a true curiosity of, wow, you're really going to pay that much for a car?
Yeah.
Not that it's wrong. And by the way, someone who makes millions of dollars can afford any of those vehicles and they can pay cash for them and it's not a problem. But think about some of these car payments, Ryan. If a car is $1,516, that's the last car there, $1,516. I suspect that person, if they had just $80,000 in the bank, they wouldn't say, I'm going to give this $80,000 for this car.
Exactly.
And if you wouldn't do that, then I also wouldn't finance it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy this standalone Patreon highlight? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalists private podcast available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists or click the link in the description. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.